Of course not. Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
So, where are we right now?
We're here at Lightning Recorders studio in Berlin, Germany.
Okay. And
Yeah.
that's the classic teapot kettle.
That's right. Coffee.
Coffee.
Energy. The energy corner.
So, who was here last? What is the last dudes and dudettes?
Last recording we made was just last weekend. Was a guy from Italy, Vince Menino. Yes, but he's got a side project where he's recording solo, and we backed him up. Said this is the place where you can make good recordings, because we read in these books on recording studios that they used churches and big halls, gyms,
Barns.
school barns, whatever, and they didn't care much if it was a state-of-the-art recording room. They just set up their stuff and started recording. That's what we did. And later on, we built these rooms, you know, the small recording room, a dry room, more dry. But out here it's nice. You got natural reverb going. Brass sounds good out here. Piano player.
Nice.
Very, very nice. Actually, there's a new teen idol in town. Jason Stardy is a son of Wayne Stardy, and the Trailer Kings, a band from Berlin, and the son.
Yeah.
He's talented too. He can sing, he can play the guitar.
And he's cute.
And he's cute, yes, yeah. And he's got a thing for 1960s pop stuff, like the Everly Brothers. He's a big fan of Rick Nelson.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And so he chose 4 songs that he would like to try and sing. He just wanted to try another project. He's got 2 bands going.
Right.
Hot Trigger and another, Hot Jumpin' 6. And but he wanted to try something on his own. So he came in with these 4 songs, we recorded them. And this is like teenage music, early 60s, late 50s, early 60s stuff. Very enjoyable, came out very good. To cut a long story short, we made peace with the situation. We just said, okay, if the shows get canceled, let's not think about it. Let's just, I don't know, practice our instruments and sit down. Everyone, we met here and then practice and thinking of new songs. And then, of course, we maintained the equipment here.
Yeah.
Stuff that we should have done a long time or on a regular basis. We did not. So Corona helped us doing that, to deal with the situation. So people were kind of reconsidering their lives, you know. It was reminiscing of what turn their lives had taken. Do we need all this? Do we need to travel so much? Do we need this and that?
Totally.
It's getting too much already now.
We're now in the studio, and that's a guitar that Humpty found.
Yeah.
In a
great original Hopf guitar, probably from the 1950s.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. It sounds good. You can fake a rhythm guitar without booming sounds. That's what they did. I saw this on pictures. Old American recording studios, and most of the rhythm players had these kind of arch-top guitars. They didn't use Western guitars. They used these guitars, and it sounds great.
How long have you been running this, by the way?
We started the studio in 2003.
Okay.
So 19 years now.
All right. And are you still
19
playing as a musician, playing
Yes.
out? Okay, awesome.
We're 5 guys and make 3 bands. We got Ike and the Capers, a trio that does the early Elvis stuff. We got the Roundup Boys, which
Right,
is
the Roundup Boys.
straightforward rock and roll, rockabilly music. And we got Cherry Casino and the Gamblers, which is a little more on the swing side, not blues, a little, rock and rollish.
Something
with
for everyone.
Saxophone, so, yeah,
With the
dance
sexy,
music.
sexy saxophone.
Yeah. The sounds we recorded, everything nice.
It's awesome. I love recording here. It's a good vibe. Because I wasn't prepared to do the record that we did, and I'm so happy with how it turned out, considering we did it live and I just wrangled the cats together and
Yeah.
Chicks go crazy for my baby. Chicks go crazy for my boo. Chicks go crazy for my baby. And I go crazy too. I don't wanna find another lover. I look all over town. I just say, stay away, 'cause he's the best
pretty amazing what we got given
Yeah,
the
It
circumstances.
I was impressed with how many musicians stepped in here. Tex and all the guys.
Yeah, all the Berlin All-Stars.
And the other singer, the big bad handsome man.
Oh, yeah.
After all the things I've done for you, who'd have think that you would be untrue?
If I'm untrue, don't blame on me, 'cause it was you who made me.
The big bad handsome man.
Oh, yeah, Daniel Dodd Ellis, he's actually one of the stars of Hamilton in Hamburg right now.
Okay.
So I'm going to go see him.
Yeah. Right.
Thanks for mentioning
right.
that.
Yes.
So
Good.
last question, just how do you think we're going to make rock and roll survive this crazy ass world we're living in right now?
I think it'll never die, because one thing that I believe that Corona taught us is to kind of go back to the good stuff, not always looking for a new, bigger and better and faster and more bling bling. So people just reduce it to something that we've experienced before and gives us some kind of normalcy or safety. I can say that the people listening to old music probably is something that people enjoy more now than they did 5 years ago.
Yeah. And can you take me into the studios where we recorded and
Sure.
where the magic happens?
Yes. In here.
Thank you.
Follow me. It might have changed a little bit since you recorded here, but
Yeah.
I think it should be almost the same.
I remember this beauty.
Yes. We use Telefunken recorders. This is an M15 recorder, and we got the heart of the studio. This is a custom-made tube desk. Bunch of
Boom,
students
boom.
put it together.
From the UDK?
Yes. Yeah. We gathered schematics of old amplifiers, and they tried for 2 or 3 years, and then they came here with prototypes, and we said, okay, little adjustments here and there. We lent the ears, they knew the technology, and we ended up with this one.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And we know it sounds good.
Amplifiers. Wait, we got the German department. Yeah, it's the old German microphone amplifiers and a compressor, and the V72. Everyone, they're being associated with the Beatles recordings because they happen to have a console where they use these kind of amplifiers.
Okay.
Yeah. This is our routing system. All the amplifiers, the microphone inputs from the recording room come in here, and then we can connect them to any of these amplifiers, microphone amplifiers. This is the American section.
half. Okay.
Yes. Ampex 1950s equipment. Some of the stuff that we think sounds good with little modifications. Not everything is super, and but it works for us. Good stuff.
And then we definitely use this, right?
Yes. Also a Telefunken recorder, M15A. It's an 8-track recorder, and yeah, for overdubbing, or you can record. You can separate the groups in sections and then do little mixes later on. This is a master recorder, an M10. I mean, master recorder is just a regular.
Unlovable. Don't you know I'm unlovable? Unlovable. It's a shame I'm unlovable. Talk fast, got no cash. Laugh loud, I'm too proud. I'm unlovable.